Welcome to Mind, Body, and Soul Awakening, a show where we celebrate resilience and inspire transformation. Our guests share their stories of how they overcame a traumedy and turned it into a triumph. I am your host, Stars Tina. Get excited and let's have some fun. Hey, good morning to you and also you. Welcome to the 7 a.m. Cup of Motivation. I am your host. I am your star. I'm here to motivate, inspire, and educate you when it comes to life, fitness, business, all that wonderful stuff. So on Fridays, I am here in Breakfast with Champions. So right now, if you're on YouTube, hold on. Relentless. About to hop on Clubhouse right now. Breakfast with Champions, the #1 show. You might be hearing my girl Kim in the background. Hey girl, hey, it's Tina. Hi Kim. I don't know if he's yes, taking it away. Can we make some noise for my girl Kim Walsh Phillips? Make some noise. Come on, guys. Clap, cheer, shout. Woo, 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 go Kim. I like that one. You guys remember back then, go Kim, go Kim. When you do all those cheers. All right, family. So if you did not know, we are here in the #1 in my favorite morning show. And I just want to give some good mornings. If you're watching me on YouTube, hey there. If you're on Facebook, hello. If you're on LinkedIn, what I want us to do right now is just share out this room because this is the morning show you want to be. I do want to give an extra special good morning to Omar and also Sadar who have pink tickets. Welcome to our family. This is Breakfast with Champions. This is a place when you come through, you're going to get all the motivation. And for different people, it's different things. Motivation for you may be getting a workout in the morning, which I did this morning, which felt so good. Maybe motivation for you is reading a book, praying. Maybe it's listening to a YouTube video. Whatever it is, that's what you need to do. Now, after we motivate you, family and friends, we're going to educate you. What's so great about this platform is we have over 50 hosts that come through 7 days a week from 5 a.m. till about 12 in the afternoon. And we're going to educate you. And they're experts in their fields when it comes to finances, relationships, business, you name it, we are here for you. And then lastly, we're going to inspire you. We just heard from Kim Walsh Phillips. I am Stars Tina, your life and energy coach. And we're going to inspire you with our stories. We're going to inspire you with our dreams. We're going to inspire you to be the best you that you can possibly be. And I just love this community so much because it not only keeps me super grounded. Hi, mommy. It not only keeps me super grounded, but it also elevates me. It pulls me. It stretches me to be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So as we're here in this space, if this is your first time hearing my voice ever, I want to hear from you. I want to know who you are. Put some stars in the chat. I am Stars Tina. And sometimes people, am I the only one who like dims their light? Have you ever done that in your life? For as long as I can remember, someone has called me Star. And I had a modeling company back in the day, and one of my students, he said, I always give people nicknames. Everyone's got a nickname in my world. And they were like, let's call you Star. And I was like, Star? I don't know about that. And let me know if you can hear me on Clubhouse because I see a big red bar on the bottom that says poor connection. I want to make sure that you can hear me. They would say Star. And then when I got into fitness, I love fitness. So I decided Stars Tina. So think of Stars Tina when you think of Beyonce, when Beyonce and they say Sasha Fierce and you have, all these nicknames. For me, it's Stars Tina. So when Stars Tina comes out, it's like going to the next level. So I just want to say good morning. I see Dr. Jeannie in the building. Nice picture, Ramon. Okay, love it, love it. I see Lori. If I put my glasses on, that would help a lot to read these beautiful names, right? So I see Dora Maria, who I love. I see Mary Lynn, Kim, Christina. I'm scrolling. Tracy, I want to give Tracy a shout out, guys. If you're not giving Tracy a shout out, again, another thing I love about this amazing space, Glenn Lundy actually started it and he brought us all together. If it was not for Glenn, I would not know any of these people here. And he did an event in Kentucky. It was super cold, my friends. And we all got up early in the morning. We went for a run. Renee was there. It was a whole bunch of us. I don't think Ramon was there. No, he may have been. No, anyway, I met Tracy. and Tracy was there, and Tracy's amazing. And I say this to say, she reached out to me yesterday, and she's in the financial industry, and she's having an event next month about financial literacy. And she's like, I'd like you to be a speaker. So I want you guys to give Tracy a follow. I see Natasha in the building because she's amazing. All these humans here are amazing. I see Debbie, I see Jackie. Hey there, Health Wells. I'm scrolling. I see Patricia. Am I getting some hellos in the chat? Renee said good morning. Ramon said he can hear me. Good, good, good. I like that. Can I get some stars in the chat? Are we awake, people? Are we here? I see DJ, I see Tyler and Arkson. All right. So today's topic. So I'm not sure if any of you have recently gotten into a habit of reading. Lately, I am just loving Audible. If you don't have Audible, I want to invite you to bring that. It's going to take you to the next level. These past few weeks, I have been diving, you hear me talking, diving, right? Diving super deep into my faith, into my training, into my learning, into my healing and everything. So I decided I'm not going to keep it all to myself. That's selfish, right? So what I'm going to do is each Friday when I come through here, I'm going to share some tips from whatever I'm reading. And I'm already finished this one book, but I'm going to talk about it this week. And then next week, you can jump on board. So this is going to be like my own personal book club. Yes, I just thought of that now. So the book that today's topic is on is called Relentless. If you've heard of this book, if you've read this book, Renee, can you put the author in there as well? It's Relentless by Tim S. Grover. And this book, I think you're either going to love it or hate it. You may read the whole thing. It may be a little intimidating for you. And I spoke about this on my Instagram, and someone DM'd me and they were like, I didn't like that book. And you may not like this book if you are not a cleaner. The author of this book or the contributors, he was the coach, athletic trainer, whatever you want to call it, for people like Kobe, Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, the athletes that are super amazing, right? That are relentless. And you may hear me say a lot, I'm going to take you from good to great to amazing, right? But did you know, my friend, there's something bigger than being amazing? Did you know that? There is being unstoppable, right? We can be unstoppable. That was my word last year. You can be unstoppable, but there's even something bigger than being unstoppable. It's being relentless, that relentless feeling. And that's what Kobe had. That's what Michael had, So today I'm going to put what I learned from that book and give it to you for your business. Yes. So before I get into the 3 tips, so if you want to take your notes, because get it going, you can read this book and you can catch up later. The book for this week is Relentless from, it's actually called From Good to Great to Unstoppable. He says unstoppable, but then he talks about relentless. So he is a beast mode. And I want to share his story a little bit with you guys. He was saying he played basketball when he was in school, but he wasn't that, he was good. And sometimes in life, we try to just push something that is not our gift, is not our zone of genius, as Ramon would say. And you have to know when to quit. You have to know when to shift gears, transition, move to something else, right? And he said he was playing and he said he got torn ACL and he was just like, you know what? Okay, what's next? And then he decided he was going to go back to school or go to school, whatever. And he wanted to be an athletic trainer. And people were like, oh, you're going to be a gym teacher? He was like, no, he was going to be, shoot for the best, to train people. So he made the decision to stop his dreams and his goals of being a basketball star because he realized this isn't really working for me. And we have to do that in life and in business sometimes. We have to shift. Well, you know what? I've been working this and it's not working. And I hear Ramon say it all the time and I absolutely love it. And I'm not sure if he still says it. He's like, maybe running your own business isn't for you. Maybe being a business owner is not for you because it's not easy. Good morning, Bella. We love Bella. So in the book, he did that for himself. And then he said he was nervous about getting trainers because he never trained a professional coach. He never coached a professional athlete before. And so he went, up to Mike. He did it for Michael. And he pretty much got the athletes when something was wrong with them. For example, I guess Dwayne Wade, I love basketball, but don't quote me too much, hurt his knee and he went in there to like push him through. So he says there's 2 types of players. You have a cooler and then you have a cleaner. Now, I'm speaking to champions now. Yes, we're all champions. You wouldn't be in this space. You wouldn't be listening to me if you didn't want to win, right? So we have coolers and we have cleaners. We're all champions. We're all winning. We're all great. But he was saying you have those 2 types of people. If you think about Kobe and Michael, they're going to get up an hour or 2 early, practice before everyone else, and then practice again. All right. And then you have the coolers who go to practice They do the bare minimum. And I want to share an example that he made that just really popped for me. I guess a few years ago, they had a lockout where it was a strike or whatever, and they stopped the basketball season and they didn't have the season. They had to wait, right? So you have those coolers, right? That were like, oh, I'm waiting. It's not basketball season yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. And they didn't practice. They didn't train. But then basketball is going to start eventually, but they're just chilling. They're just relaxing. But then you have those cleaners like Michael, that Kobe. They're like, no, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to push. So when the season finally did start, the coolers were like, oh no, we didn't have enough time to practice. We didn't do this. That's the difference. Do you see the cleaners are always ready? They're pushing through, where the coolers, they're like, it's fine. And then he also talks about at the end of the game. So they may win the champion. And this struck home so much for me. It kind of hurt. It didn't hurt my heart, but I was like, oh, when he said it. Oh. He said, cleaners are never satisfied. Am I the only person that's never satisfied? I'm going to pause for a second because it feels like I've been talking a lot. If anyone would like to chime in, comment on what I'm saying, just unmic right now. I'll give you 5 quick seconds to share. Have you ever felt like you were never satisfied? All right, I gave you your 5 seconds. Cooler or cleaners? All right, so we're going to get into today's topic. It is 7:10, so I am right on track. I am loving it. So today's topic are 3 things that you can do to become a cleaner in your.
Absolutely. Ramon, yeah.
Hi, Ramon.
Yeah, that happens. At times, absolutely feeling never satisfied.
How did I know that's you? So Ramon, listen to this. He said that when cleaners are doing something, they're at the height, right? Let's just say it's the basketball, not tournament, whatever the last one is called, when they win. Everyone else is like, yay, they're popping bottles, they're excited. But the cleaners are like, calm. Okay, what's next? I got to get ready for the next win. Ramon, did he pop out? Yeah, he's still there. How do you push through that? Or what are your experiences about that? Do you go through that at all, Ramon? When you're at that high, it's like, okay, what's next?
All-Star game, that thing.
Yes.
I couldn't find that in your Apple Music.
So the question, it looks like I'm going in and out. It says poor reception here. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. But the question is if he's able to come back.
I think so, yeah. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you now, yes.
Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Oh, good. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah.
She has a delay.
Oh, he has the delay. All righty. Well, we can't hear you. I see Dr. Jeannie unmiked there.
I think I won't. Let me not comment now, Tina, because I think there's a double echo. I won't comment now. Somebody else comment. I think we can't hear each other too well. I hear you well, but I don't think you can hear me. Somebody else comment. Jump in, somebody else.
You're actually great now, Ramon. If you want to go ahead, you actually sound pretty good if you want to unmic and go. Because I actually did think about. I can hear. Okay. Maybe if I turn the Wi-Fi off on this. Okay. So I'm going to push through and hopefully it can come through because I was told like if I turn the Wi-Fi off on the phone, that'll help. I'm like doing the most right now. But this is a great topic. 3 things you can do to be a cleaner in your business. And I was saying we're all champions. Yes. We're all champions and cleaners. So the first thing that you want to do, here we go. We ready, crew? Can we unmic and say ready, ready, ready? Can we unmic and say ready, ready, ready?
We're ready.
Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Renee. Okay, tip number one, unless he's able to speak now. I'm just pushing through. I'm pushing through, family. Okay.
I can speak, but I think there's a delay. I can speak, but I don't think you can hear me well. So please continue on because you can't hear me too well. But I can hear you well, listening and cheering you on.
Thank you. With that being said, family, all right, Renee, if you can put it up there, we're talking about the Entrepreneurs Conference. I had to throw it in here, right? I'm so excited. I am actually a finalist. I will be in New Jersey, April 18th to celebrate with all the champions. And I've said this several times. I am just honored and grateful to be among the greats in this competition, in this event. And I truly understand what people like Jennifer Hudson, like Beyonce, how they feel. when they're just in the running. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm amongst these people. It's like, oh my gosh. So I do want to thank Ramon for having this event. Seth Godin's going to be there. He interviewed Lisa Nichols. You know, that got me excited. So if you're in the New Jersey area, even if you're not, I want to invite you to come through. We're going to put a link somewhere in there so you can do that as well. All right. And if you want to vote for me, send a message so I can send you the link. And I'm sure Renee's going to put a link in the chat right now so you can vote for stars, Tina. And why? Why should you vote for me? Various reasons. Because I have a huge why, which is the first tip. So the first tip to being a cleaner is one of the reasons why you should vote for me is because my why is so big. In order to be a cleaner, you have to have a huge why so big it makes you cry. It makes you know you can't do it by yourself. And I was sitting here this morning thinking about, well, why did Kobe do what he did? Why did Michael Jordan do what he did? And I think about myself, and there's two names that are pushing my why these days. The first one is Molly, and the second one is Madison. Molly is my sonny boy who's no longer with me, and Madison is my future granddaughter. Knock on some wood, give me some wood. That is my why these days, why I work so hard, why I push so much. Your why has to be so big, it makes you get up in the morning, you jump out of bed. When I was listening to this book, Relentless, I was like, I don't think I'm doing enough. You know, I was actually walking when I was listening. I'm like, you got to push a little bit harder. You have to shift. You have to change your mindset if you want to push through. So your why has to be amazingly big, and you have to share it with the world. You can't keep it to yourself. You have to explode with it. So I'm going to pause for a hot second. If anyone wants to chime in, agree, disagree with the first tip for becoming a cleaner in your business.
Tina, I think I'll pop in here, especially speaking my language here with basketball, of course.
Yes.
But I wanted to chime in on your previous talk too, really quick, which was when you're a part of playoff teams, you're a part of moments. I was part of a team this year, junior college players, where we beat some of the NBA guys in the program.
Wow.
And they were all losing their minds. Like my teammates were like jumping around and slapping each other, and they were celebrating like we won the NBA championship. And I remember thinking, we're going to lose our next game.
Oh my gosh.
And we lost our next game.
Why? I'm confused.
So we beat the NBA players to make it to the semifinals of this tournament, and everyone was shocked. We beat them in front of all of their peers too, which was nuts. And then the very next game we lost because everyone showed up in a different way because we were no longer playing at that hype had gone away. And so it's just so important to think like that Kobe mentality of job's not finished. Like I don't care what you did today and how important it was and impactful it was. It's over at some point. You need to take the next step. And that's kind of what that cleaner is. So I just wanted to chime in on that last point when Ramon was trying to chime in. We had all that disconnection.
Right.
I think it's really important for people to think about how long you celebrate before you move on to the next thing.
Question, stay with me because I'm loving this conversation, especially when it comes to athletes. And I was trying to understand, do you know like why Kobe and Michael, like why they push so hard, and yourself, like it's just a basketball game, but is it really that serious? Like what makes you push through?
We have a statistical analysis, basically, the way I see it, of I am getting this much better at handling my anxiety. I'm getting this much better in my life. I'm this much better. Like I get to see directly and I have an immediate impact and an immediate gratification from the fans, an immediate gratification for how much people want it. This community wants to win more than I do some days.
Yes.
And so it's like that feeling of you're playing for something that is bigger than yourself is something that'll drive you to continue playing. And then when you look back at like I was 4 years old standing in a driveway at one point and now I'm over the street. Like I'm 6,000 miles away from where I started.
Wow.
Because of a ball.
That is beautiful. I know you inspired me. I don't know if you inspired someone else. I love that. Your why has to be so big, bigger than you. You're not doing it just for yourself. And if you think about it in life, don't you do things for other people more than you do for yourself? Think about self-care. When's the last time you exercised? When the last time you got a massage? You did something for yourself. All right, number two. Today, if you're just chiming in, we're talking about the book Relentless by Tim S. Grover. Every Friday, I'm going to come in here and share my knowledge from whatever I'm reading. We're talking about 3 different things you can do as a champion to become a cleaner. And cleaners clean it up. They finish everything off and just super win. Number 2, to feel fulfilled about life. that is my second tip that I got from this book. And Renee's going to put up here a book that we're doing for next week. Ramon actually recommended, well, he didn't recommend the book, he recommended the person to me. And I started listening to this book the other day and it blew me away. Feeling fulfilled in life. In this particular book, he mentions feeling fulfilled, feeling happy in life, Dr. Del Toro. And the book is called Shift. Renee's going to put it up there for me and you'll get it. And he shares feeling fulfilled in life, right? And he talks about Americans and what they do and how we're working. And he mentioned the different places in the world where it's a high fulfillment, right? And number one, I believe he said, was China. Number two, Costa Rica. And America was all the way on the bottom. I think it was like 62 when it comes to being fulfilled. And if you've ever been to Costa Rica, Pura Vida, you know that it's just happiness. I remember when we were there, my daughter said, people there, they have one job and then they live life. Where America, you have 2, 3, 10 jobs. You have to do this. You're doing the most. You're doing all the things. And why? Are you truly happy at the end of the day? Are you feeling fulfilled? So to live that cleaner life, you're doing it for that feeling, right? You want to feel fulfilled. And that is my second tip when it comes to being a cleaner. It's a feeling that you have. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Renee. The book for next week is Shift into a Higher Gear. Better your best and live life to the fullest. She's going to put that in the chat as well. It's just amazing like that. So that is my second tip. Anyone want to chime in, add, give their comments, tips to this particular?
Yeah, Tina, can you hear me okay now?
Yes, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Okay. Hey, Tina, been a great episode. I just want to talk about it, Jeremy. Thanks for what you shared. Is the aspect of your why. My confession, I've only had that for some things I'm doing just recently. And I'll tell you this in brief, Tina. I have a youth group with my church. It has about 700 or so, hundreds and hundreds of people on WhatsApp in it. And it frustrates me because I'm the old man of the group, Tina. And I'm like, screw it. Nobody's being engaged. Nobody's active. Let me stop it. But I realized everybody likes to eat at Chick-fil-A. That doesn't mean everybody wants to build a Chick-fil-A store. So dovetailing off of what Jeremy said about our why, I now have it in me. This is my why. Young people need this to not be suicidal. Young people need this. So I just want to tell you, I'm echoing with you. When you have your why, it helps drive you to do anything. And sometimes I don't have that all the time. I just do it for the transactional reason, but that's not enough to stay in the long game. Thanks, Tina. You're doing a great job.
You can't go away too soon because you know we got to give you a big shout out about your event. Let's go. Put it in the chat. Talk to us about April 18th, Ramon.
April 18th, bottom line is I always wanted to bring together friends. I've always wanted to celebrate. I started this in 2005 when I said to myself, can I bring together people to celebrate entrepreneurship, celebrate small business success? That's what I've done for the past 10, 15 years over and over and over again. So yes, April 18th, you all are invited. Entrepreneurs Conference and Awards, zoneofgenius.com. You'll see all the details there, zoneofgenius.com. Thanks, Martina.
I love it. Let me tell you why you want to go to this event. So a lot of people think, oh, I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to do this. Last year, there was an event that Ramon had with Trevor. I forget, whatever it was called. I don't remember. And I was like, I'm not going to go. I can hear these people on Clubhouse. Why am I going to waste my money flying to Dallas, getting a place to stay, paying for a ticket? Like, why am I going to do this when I can listen to them here? So I went to Vegas to support Glenn Lundy with Grant Cardone's event, and I got to actually meet Trevor in person, and Ramon and Glenn and I were all at the table eating. And at the time, I did not have a podcast. I didn't have a book. I didn't even think about writing a book. I was speaking, but I wasn't like doing contests or anything. And I'm listening to Trevor talk, and he's telling me about his podcast. But his podcast is like a TV show. And he's saying how the event's going to be live and it's going to do. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. So I decided to go to this event that Ramon had last year. But if you know, Tina, your vibe is your tribe, right? You hear me say that every single day. So I heard some people were coming and I was like, hey, you guys want to get an Airbnb together? And I was actually here on Clubhouse and I was talking to a girl and she said she was going all by herself. Her name is Blessing, my Nigerian princess. I love her. Anyway, she said she was going by herself. She had her own room. And I was like, girl, we have this beautiful Airbnb. You should come stay with us. I never met her. I saw her on this app. She canceled her room. She stayed with us. It was about 7 of us in this room. Angeline, Mindy, Megan, Meg Thee Stallion, we call her. We had Blessing. We had Melody. It was someone else. I can't remember who. But let me just tell you, my life changed. Someone's going to unmic and say, go.
Dr. Dale.
Oh my gosh, how could I? And Marie, oh my gosh, how, thank you. See, that's why I need my Renee. Renee, Do you hear those names? And we all stayed in this room. And can I say it was a godsend? Besides the fact that Angeline prayed for like 20 minutes straight. Yes, I timed it, guys. She prayed for 20 minutes straight. But anyway, in this whole thing, it shifted all of our lives, our business, just by going to this one event. That is why you want to go to Ramon's event. Get your ticket, hit me up, DM me. I'm not saying I'm going to do a whole Airbnb thing, because to be honest, I think I just want to be with self this time. But this event changed all of our lives. It changed the trajectory. It changed the way that I thought, because when you're around champions, when you're around winners, it is different. It hits a little different, guys. Yes, this little app, I mean, you can't see it here, but my phone is here. It hits a little different when you're in person. It hits a little different when Tina's hugging your neck, when Tina's cheering, when Tina's like, woo, woo, you know? So whoever, if it's Adam winning, if it's, you know, whoever's on that list, I don't care who wins the event. I'm just happy to be there to uplift me. So that's why you want to get to Ramon's event. I kind of got off topic, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. So today we're talking about the book Relentless by Tim S. Grover. We talked about cleaners and coolers. And I'm telling you right now, we're all champions because God created us. Yes, yes. God only creates champions. I want you to tap into your faith, dig into who you truly are, who you're meant to be, so that you can change the world. And I'm giving you 3 tips so that you can be a cleaner in your business, no matter what your business is. You may say, I don't have a business. Yes, you do, my friend. If you're a mother, if you're a teacher, if you're a social worker, doesn't matter. Natasha, you're a business. You have a business. Good morning, Scott. Lauren, you have a business. Kim, everyone has a business. So the first thing you want to do is figure out what your why is. I loved how Ramon talked about the children. And the children will suck you in, guys. They will suck you in. I got sucked in too. Don't ask me how I got sucked into speaking for 5th and 6th graders. That's like a thing now. That's like a jam. I'm going to be doing a workshop, a health and wellness workshop for the kids. It's like, because the children are the future, right? And you want to transform them. So the first tip is to have your why. So my Molly and my little Madison, everything I'm doing is for you. The second reason why you want to, what you can do, is for a feeling of fulfillment. And the last one, I love this one, opportunities. I have OPTY. I think that's what the word is right there. Opportunities. The opportunities that you get to have in life. Yes, we don't need money. We don't, but it sure does feel good when you have the options, right? You have the options to travel anytime you want. Someone hit me up yesterday and they're like, where are you now, Tina? All right. I'm at the point of my life. I just want that soft life. That soft, wonderful life. I repeat, my friends, I am only doing things, surrounding myself with people that are going to bring me joy, that are going to bring me peace and happiness and love, because I've lived a hard knock life long enough. All right. So joy, peace, happiness. And when you're ready, when you have that up in your head, like, okay, I'm going to do this, when you have those options, it's going to push you to be a cleaner. So let me just wrap up so I can hear from everyone here. We're talking about the book Relentless. Today, I gave you 3 things you could do to be a cleaner and be an extra champion in your business. The first one is know your why. The second one, feeling of fulfillment. And the third one is so you can have options. I'm going to pause right now for anyone who wants to unmic and share their thoughts or comments on the topic. Go.
There's Tina.
Hi, Tracy. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, Tina. I just have to say I love your energy. OMG. You always bring it. The third tip, opportunity. I think we have to lean into that because this is 2024 and there are so many opportunities out there. And we just have to not be afraid.
Yes, Tracy.
As I mentioned earlier, I'm holding a summit. I just came up with this idea last week. I'm like, okay, it's time for me to take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. And, we just have to grab the bull by the horn.
Yes.
Be like Nike and just do it.
I love it. I want to add something to what you're saying. Love it. Tap into Tracy, family. Something I want to say really quick. Stop making excuses, people. All right. I'm sick and tired of hearing, I don't have money. I don't have this. You have a mind and God's going to give you all the tools. My daughter sent me a video yesterday, followed my girl, Divinity Games, and she's just really expanding her business and she's doing some videos for her business. And she sent me a video of this person who's going to be videotaping it for her. And she's like, yeah, that's where the person lives. And where the person lives, they're creating content. So if you have a home, please mute that person. It's kind of annoying. Oh, that's Tracy. Please mute yourself, Tracy. Love you, girl. So use what you have as an asset and stop making excuses. God he planted the idea in your head. Let it grow. Anyone else want to share before we get out of here? With that being said, Sculpted Opulence, that is a program that I'm currently doing. It's based off of my book, No More Traumedy. And it's a this this program is focused for women over 40. I realized, sorry, man, this is going to sound a bit womp. I realized a couple days ago, I'm going through menopausal. Yes, the doctor probably told me this a couple years ago, but Tina is stubborn. But things were just, I saw a video on YouTube about Drew Barrymore, and she was naming these symptoms. And I realized for me, things were changing. So this program is designed for woman I like, who's over 40, who's looking to sculpt their body, who wants to learn fitness, who wants to learn about nutrition. And it's diving from the book, from the traumatides that happened in your life. A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. Life changes. We have stuff stuck in our body that's stopping us from losing weight, that's stopping us from feeling healthy and wellness and all that great stuff. So this program starts the end of March. I'm doing a free workshop this Saturday to explain it so you can understand it. So I just want you to tap in, click the link at the top, bottom, left, right. I don't care. You will find it. I'm so excited to be here. Not only can you find me here on Fridays, but Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. I'm bringing you your 7 a.m. cup of motivation on not on Clubhouse, on Facebook and YouTube. I am Stars Tina. Thank you all so much. Peace and a bottle of hair grease. Bye. We're throwing it over to Glenn Rudin right now. Bye, everybody.